I get this wrong a lot. I get upset. I do things I'm not proud of as a dad and a husband. But when I'm on point, when I'm focused, I understand that my God-given job, responsibility, purpose in my home is the same as it is anywhere else. It's to serve the people in my house.
Yeah.
It's to care for them in a way that equips them to be what God has called them to be, whether it's my wife or my kids. My job is not to get out of them what I want. My job is to use what I've been given so they can fully be what God has created them to be. And so, you continue to bring that down. When I think of my kids, and I think so many parents get this wrong. My job, raising my kids, and now, in partnership with my son and his wife, raising my granddaughter. I'm not responsible, they are, but I am to equip and to help. But my job raising my kids is to, and now they're almost out of the house, but was to equip them to be the people, to be the humans that God's created them to be, not to form them into my own image or to get them to do what I want them to do. A lot of parents will say, I just want my kids to be my friend, or I just want to protect them from the world. All of these things. I don't ever want them to leave home. Look, all of that is about you. They're going to go into the world, whether you like it or not. You controlling them is really you taking the place of God in their life and preventing them from being who they really are, which is going to lead to frustration and resentment and all of these other issues. Hopefully they'll be your friend. But my number one goal in life is not to have friends. My number one goal in life is to make sure that my daughter, that she knows how to do her job, but more than that, she knows how to be a person of character and integrity, how to serve others, how to make a difference in her environment where she's decided to go, to be who God called her to be. My son, who's out there, doing what police officers do, when he started talking about being a police officer as a little kid, I know a lot of police officers, and I started to ask questions. And what would he need to have to be equipped to do that? And I'm like, well, he needs to know how to take care of himself, and he needs to understand, the policing world, all those things. And so we got him into, when he was young, got him into martial arts, and he started training jujitsu when he was 12 years old. Not because I cared if he knew jujitsu as a 12-year-old, but because I knew if you do this job, someday I want you to be physically equipped to take care of yourself. So we're going to start investing in that. That wasn't an option for him. If this is what you want to do, we're going to get you in this environment as a 14, 15, 16-year-old teenager. It was continuing to put him in environments and around people that could continue to equip him. And then me as his dad having conversations about being a person of character when all the stuff with COVID was going on and police officers were being put in these situations where they had to do things they didn't agree with. We had that conversation. I mean, we sat down and I said, look, if you go into this line of work, there may be a moment in time where you're going to be asked to do something that you don't agree with. You have to decide now how you're going to handle that. Let's talk about a job that you can fall back to if you have to walk away from this. How do you take care of your family if you're asked to do something that you can't do? So it was with him specifically because of the job he was going into. It was, what do I have? What relationships do I have? What influence do I have? What financial resources do I have to help equip him to do what he thinks God wants him to do?